Wait, is Atlantic City happening? What's the story with that?
We talked.
No. Okay, that's the answer.
Oh.
So
But he's got some things going on, and it's just like, I just don't wanna do it's like a nostalgia thing. It's like, 90s wrestling, 80s wrestling, like that kinda thing. That ain't my bag.
because of the identity or because it won't draw?
I don't want to limit myself to I mean, I do this every week too. I mean, there's a lot of people that when I do a signing, they come up to me and say, "Listen to your guys' show."
Yeah, about the show, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Z-Town Train was listening last week or watching, and he says, this is such a great show. Big Kev and Sean still have killer chemistry, excellent audio and video production. Kevin Nash still oozes cool, even 25 years after me and my buddies started rooting for Diesel. And Sean is still so great at communicating and research. Sean has such a great mix of wrestling, nerd, and normal guy. He's relatable. Thank you guys for the show. All right, Z-Town, thank you. Merlin, that misunderstanding apparently had Tony Khan in fear of his life. I'm assuming Tony Khan doesn't have siblings, as I've seen toddler disagreements more deadly.
Steve, what day is that that Atlantic City thing?
'90s Wrestling Con, July 12th through July 14th.
Yeah.
Who's on the top? Buff
Kiddo.
and Kid. You're on the poster.
I think I'm in fucking Detroit.
You better let someone know.
No, I mean, somebody needs to.
Kevin Nash podcast, Todd Gordon live show.
What is it? What is that? $50. That's my price.
Zoom in. Heads are going to roll. 50 for what? Scroll up, Steve.
What is
Just see what the category is. Price for live show. Kevin, our podcast.
They're selling a live podcast for $50.
Wow.
Are we going to Atlantic City?
Steve, what are you doing on the 12th? You got to engineer a show, apparently.
If Steve can get a fucking orange Jetta, I'm in. You got to fly good luck flying. You got to fly my fucking boy first class from L.A. That'll set you back.
So, all right, hold on.
And Sean, while I'm there, I'll work on the Todd Gordon one, which I'd imagine involves you.
I don't know. Todd texted me about a month ago. He goes, hey, you're going to be in Atlantic City. I say, why do you hear that? He said, because a guy called me to book me and said, you're doing a podcast with Kevin.
I'm doing Eric's show too then.
Eric's, okay, so 50.
I'm doing Eric's. I'm doing everybody's.
So Todd Gordon is 35.
I was going to say, where are we priced? All right, after 35. All right, so we're priced the same as Eric. Kevin, are you comfortable with that?
Huh?
Well,
we ain't doing
Eric
it. So it could be $1,000. We're not going to be there. Let me see what date that is. Is it the 12th?
Look it up. Come on.
Stop
Finally,
yelling at me.
A gig I don't have to fly for. Come on.
God, no wonder these people say sometimes it's like we're at each other's throats.
$175 for a 2-day VIP.
Oh, I think I'm off. I think I get home from Detroit. I'll have to look.
You want to laugh? That'll be the fucking week. I'll have to fly home.
We can fly together.
I was going to say, I can go out of Daytona, I guess.
We fly together.
All right.
Or I could always pick you up in that red Mustang and make it a make it a cruising type thing.
A little bit. Had the stick shift mark on my chest after the.
So, if you're out there, next time I'm someplace in the New York area, and I'm actually there the 26th. I'm in New York City, someplace. So I'm signing. So
April?
Maybe the 27th.
26th is a Friday.
27th.
So 27th.
Yeah.
How long are you there for? We getting a steak? What are we doing?
No, I get in the night before the last flight. I go to the whatever that wrestle thing is. I don't know what it's called.
Mm.
It's one of those wrestling stores. There's two of them. I think I'm in the
Wrestling
one.
Universe
Yeah, something like that.
in Brooklyn or Queens?
Yeah, I have a signing Sunday, so I'm taking a 5:15 flight out of Kennedy and flying to Phoenix, and then I'm going to my meet and greet.
So if you're
Universe.
watching this Monday, it'll be this weekend at Wrestling Universe.
Yeah,
What are you getting in? You said Friday night?
I get in Friday night.
Last flight?
I'll talk to
I'm
you.
sleeping.
No, I might get in at 9 o'clock though.
Mm.
I might go get a fucking pork chop someplace. One of those crazy places you go to.
Oh, we'll go to the Old Hickory or something? Get a mutton chop?
Yeah, I get a mutton chop. But then I go to Phoenix. Sign Phoenix. I sign on Sunday. Then I'm going to a baseball game, to Dodgers Diamondbacks game on Monday.
All right. Very
So-
good. Jeffrey Robinson wrote us and said, Jeffrey emailed me and said, my grandmother passed away last week and she listened to your Click This podcast and absolutely loved you guys. I hope you never stop. Thanks so very much. I don't have her name. You didn't get back to me with that, but we'll call her Grandma Robinson. Godspeed, Grandma. We got them all. We got Grandma.
Introduce me.
We got grandmas.
Wesley had a good one. He says appropriately it's labeled a con. So the
Brilliant.
Atlantic City. Yeah. God, it's so funny because when you think of Atlantic City, you really can't think of anybody that was kind of a known con man in that area.
Not Northeast? Is it a wonder that Ripley started in New York before they went to Venice or Rome?
God.
Yeah, you know what, Wes? I guess you're right. I think I did when I pitched you the artwork.
I've never noticed you had a tattoo before. Is that the American flag or? Please-
No,
please
it's a pirate flag.
The Tampa Bay fan?
It's
Mistake.
an attitude. It's an attitude. I was working at
Pirates.
Deutsche Bank at the time. I had to retain my rebel spirit.
That wasn't enough.
Yeah, I did tell you that, Wes, that pulled me in the car. I don't know if I said standing on the corner swinging my purse and my red shoes, but I did bring up the corner.
Wesley had a good one. He says appropriately it's labeled a con. So the
Brilliant.
Atlantic City. Yeah. God, it's so funny because when you think of Atlantic City, you really can't think of anybody that was kind of a known con man in that area.
Not Northeast?